Hello, beautiful divine humans. Welcome to this intuitive energy update. My name's Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube, and if you haven't, please do take a moment to subscribe. And before you leave this message, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. I really appreciate that. So, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing to be a human incarnate at this time, this really profoundly transitional time on Mother Earth. So I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited on January 25th, living in Canada. I'm sitting outside with really just a wrap on and sock feet. So that's very nice. This message today, originally, I shared a message on the 21st of January, and it was seen by a couple handfuls of people, and I received strong guidance to take it down. And the reason I was asked to take it down was because they told me I had crossed someone else's boundaries with respect to privacy. So I'm very it's interesting because it was the first time I was ever asked to remove something that I had shared. And I'm really glad that I trusted and listened to that inner guidance. And that is the point of this whole message at this time. Is the message keeps coming through is, how strong is your faith? How strong is your faith? How deep is your faith? Do you truly trust the divine plan? And when it comes to divine plans and unfolding, there are no dates and times attached to that. We humans are rather attached to dates and times. When it comes to the spiritual realm, though, just like this message, whenever you connect with it, I trust that there will be something within it that greatly supports you, because messages of love and truth and the soul eternal are timeless, and they exist beyond the physical presence. So how are you doing is the question I'm being nudged and asked to ask you. How are you doing? How's your heart feeling? How's your physical body feeling? And currently at this time, the physical body can be feeling quite challenged. There is a huge release happening, and from my perspective, the release is of deep grief. Deep grief. Deep feelings of separation. And we may be feeling this in our physical body. Come on, Luna. We may be feeling this in our physical body as incredible tension, joint pain. So it's subsided for me since I first recorded this message on the 21st. Intense pain in the hip, and in particular, it was moving through me through the right hip. And so this is the right side of our body, is the masculine side, right? And there feels to be this healing through, I want to say, through the bloodline of the divine masculine. And we're really at this point where we are each being called to service. We came here on a path of service. Many of you who connect with me now and who have connected with me over the years are here on missions, and you have always felt that. You've always felt that deep in your heart. Your soul's calling was a mission, and this mission was one for God. Genderless God. We're transitioning I feel strongly guided to say we are transitioning back to our soul's essence. So humanity is restoring itself um, to integrity. Humanity is bringing to life again humanity. And it's a ground up, it's a grassroots, a ground up operation. The changes that we seek are not going to be filtered down, top down. It is bottom up, bottoms up. And this is where we are headed. This is where we are right now. And so I'm just going to look at my little notes here, just because there were some really important items that they brought to my attention in the last um, messages, and they wanted to make sure that we touched on those again today. So if you're feeling a lot of density, so density is moving through. So how can you support the moving of the density? How can you support the great shift, the holy shift that we are all in? Well, it begins in your home, right? So you can move things around in the home space, clear out the home space. I've been working a lot with bells in the home space just to clear this heavy energy. And there's this real polarity playing out on the planet right now, left and right, wrong and right. Yet the truth is, it's a spiritual battle that has already been won on this planetary realm. I will tell you with great confidence, the spiritual battle has been won. The light wins, love wins. And so now it's the human collective that is not catching up. It's the human collective that is asked to do the clearing work. We don't just go from here to here. And if anybody is in the belief that um, senior, elderly, senior white billionaire men are the change that this world needs, no. And that's all I'm going to say on that. It's spiritual. It's a restoration of our soul's essence. For generations of time, we have been programmed and conditioned through the television, through organizations, through the Common Core school system, all of these things, through religion. We have been conditioned into this belief system that we're really not as magnificent and wise and wonderful as we truly are, And it's important, as for those of you who are bringers of light, the seeds of heaven on earth, it's really important that you take care of yourself at this time. And have fun. My little dog just found her ball that she must have hidden in the backyard, and she's going crazy with it, throwing it and catching it. Are you having fun? And having fun. When was the last time you had any fun? Really, truly. Free fun, unmasked fun. Right? Right now we're living within an optical illusion, and we are here to bring our consciousness, our Christ consciousness, to the table. That's what we're serving. We are serving Christ consciousness, and we are asked to be the center. And to think of your spine when we talk about center, think of your spine. So tuning in, never mind left and right. First of all, tune into center and see how you feel. And from this center, then you can consciously take responsibility for bringing balance in. So when you're in your center, if you're feeling more tension and holding on and stagnancy on the right, working with your breath to support that clearing, getting out to nature to support the clearing. And if it's on the left, the same thing, and doing some stretching. And that's what was required and asked of me last week when, my whole body, I felt like I was walking, like pulled to one side. Everything was so tight on one side. And so I was really guided to take some time, uh, get on my yoga mat and stretch it out, and uh, you know, um, acknowledge my personal power and responsibility in this great shift, in this holy shift. And we're being asked to, really, again, this is a journey, a mission of consciousness. So we're being asked to bring our awareness to the inner dialogue. What are the voices in your head saying? Because we're at this time, there's no running from truth, and I felt this huge energy of collective grief, and I feel that it flowed from all these people having expectations of what was going to unfold within a certain amount of time, and what was going to be presented. And when that didn't play out at that particular time, there was this great big energy of defeat and, in some cases, depression. And it's like, I haven't experienced that. I still have great faith. I have great faith in humanity. I have great faith in the mission that many of us are here for, that I am here for. And we are not, we weren't born to continue on with governance from outside sources. We came to reclaim our sovereignty and to support the ground up restoration of humanity, the ground up building of, heaven on earth. And we have a choice, and we are asked to make higher choices at this time. And the choice is truly about dystopian or utopian. What world do you see yourself living within? Dystopian, controlled, governed? I'm almost being like choke collared into submission. No, are you kidding me? That's gross. That's not what I'm here. Utopian, living our heart-centered visions, bringing our dreams to life, working with imagination, consciously co-creating with Source, shining our light, sharing our gifts, because we each have gifts that only we can bring. Nobody else can bring your gifts to the table. Nobody can bring my gifts to the table. It's up to us to open up to our gifts from within and then serve them in a loving and compassionate way, which really supports the uplifting of the consciousness, the uplifting of humanity. We're all within the circle are worthy and deserving of love and the basic necessities of life: water, good food, right? Good food, water, support of their gifts, their dreams, support of the uniqueness of each of us. And it's up to each of us to support ourselves to that point, because I feel strongly, especially here in North America, that this winter, so January 25th, so we have about 2 months left, just under 2 months left of winter here. Hard to believe. It looked like winter for a day or two. But we're asked to use this time to really refine our self-care practices, really go deeper inside if that's possible. And yes, it is. Because you are going to be called to use your voice and bring your gifts to the forefront in service to the collective uprising. Because we are warriors of peace. We are rainbow warriors of light. We are bridges here on earth. We are bridges to heaven on earth. That's what we came to seed. That's what we came to experience. And now truly is our time. And so, how do we do that in our day-to-day life? How do we do that in our experience? We're asked to be guided by our inner compass, which is our heart. And the collective illusion that we are moving through and clearing at this time is generational. It has gone on for a very long time, which is why it's so hard. This is why the humans feel the need to take a side, pick a side, left or right. No, that's not going to do anymore. You have to make a decision, light or dark. Light is who we are. So choose the side of that which you are, which is light incarnate. We've been conditioned not to trust our hearts. For generations of time, we've been conditioned not to trust our hearts. Oh, don't be so foolish. You know, we've been conditioned that our hearts break. And all of this, we've been conditioned that love is an emotion as opposed to an action. Love is an action. Love in action. That is what we're here for. And we are the ones that are being asked to trust our heart and to disengage and detangle from the governance that wants us to fall in line, comply, and obey. That is not the new earth way, folks. It's not. And we can go, oh well, this or that. Astrology doesn't lie. We're still working with the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction of December 21st. Once in a lifetime. So do you really believe that we are going to build upon old foundations that are not built on truth or integrity? No, we cannot go back and close our collective eyes. Right? We see, we feel. Do you consent? And do you consent to what is taking place outside? And if not, how do you disengage, and how do you empower yourself to stay in your inner knowing, to live in that inner knowing? The time is now. Time is the illusion. Now is always present. So, humans were like, oh, okay, well, it's January 25th. Okay. 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 Time is an illusion. When it comes to the eternal soul, past, present, future, all lives now through us, through our experience, either through our experience of expansion or our continued contraction. We can no longer continue to contract. We are called to open and expand, allow our hearts to be seen, allow our beauty to be seen, allow our light to shine. And the grief that is rising must be cleared. And it's like, we often think of, think about birthing a child. It's a traumatic experience, right? For the mom and probably for the child too, right? And then they're born and it's like this complete transition to the new. And so they're, at this point in time, I feel a lot of children are born into this trauma paradigm. And so we really are asked to clear our own trauma, through our experience, so that all of these transitions, birth, and then living life, and then death, it's all just a transition. And this is what I keep hearing. We're not becoming less human. We are asked to become more human. So protect your energy, protect your space, because we are being upgraded through our DNA. We don't want to mess with that, right? Don't mess with that, because we've got so much support. So we're here to restore balance and integrity to the now, and divine justice is being served in divine time. And we can all rest assured and have faith in this truth, because it is true. All is unfolding according to the greatest and highest good for all living beings. That means Mother Earth, that means us human beings upon her, the four-legged, the waters, the trees, all of it. Everything is working out for the greatest and highest good for all of us. And this is a new beginning, restoration of the divine human, who is compassionate, empathetic, kind, and loving naturally. We do not have to be taught these things. This is who we are at our soul's essence. We may have to unlearn a lot of things we have been taught so that we can reestablish connection with our soul's essence, reestablish connection with our heart-centered truth. It's an eternal shift. We have external support, and yet this shift that is taking place is truly, deeply internal. And for many of us, it is the solitary journey of the heart, the hermit's journey, which is truly the hero's journey or the heroine's journey. Trust that the plan, we've heard this catchphrase a lot in 2020, trust the plan, trust the plan. And I've been reflecting on that quite a bit recently. And whose plan were we trusting? The plan, the plan of man? Because there's still many who have issues with the concept or the understanding of a God essence or Christ consciousness. So I feel that many good men and women were putting their faith in other humans when really it should have, the catchphrase would have been better. We would have been better served by a catchphrase, trust the divine plan, the divine unfolding. That's beautiful. And we are, everything is as it's meant to be. As I see a chemtrail in the sky. So we're here right now at this point, 2211. We are here clearing deep. We are here clearing layers. I'm going to just read what it says here. Clearing layers of deep deception, awakening from the hypnosis. Here's my little girl, Luna. Hi, baby. So we are here awakening from the hypnosis because we exist beyond dates and times. We exist beyond this physical expression. This is a mere, a small little portion of the expansiveness of my soul. And same goes for you. Wisdom is the healer's journey. And so as we heal, we gain in wisdom at 211. We gain in wisdom through our healing. And this is what we're here to share. This truly is the voice of the leaders, the guides of this new earth paradigm. By the spring, I feel by the spring, many of us will be called to step up, speak up in expanded ways. And until then, trust your process because there is still healing taking place. 100%. Absolutely. No denying that. The release of grief is also bringing to the forefront this energy of fear. And fear is the polarity of love. Okay? So love yourself enough to release the fear, to let it go, because fear does not grow here. Okay? They said to me, we're in the midst of a master purge and rest is needed. We are eternal souls, and this journey is about the quality of our faith and return home to the love that we each are. Trust your path and follow your heart. And as I said before, everything you have to offer has not been offered before. Nobody can bring your gifts through. That is up to you. Oh, right. They did want me to touch on this idea. People are like, I just want to go home. I want a spaceship to come and beam me up, and I want to go back home to the stars. Stop it. This, Mother Earth, is your chosen home now. And you agreed to come here and live from your heart. Stop with all this, oh, I want to, I just wanted to stop. I want out. I didn't agree to this. Yes, you did. Calm down, tune in, and trust your beautiful heart. Perhaps you need to listen to your heart. Perhaps you need to get quiet so you can hear your heart. The journey within is a journey of peace, and that's what we're each here for. Crystals, water, rest, movement, nature, good conversations with your fellow humans. I'm going to pull a couple cards. I just feel the ancestors have a couple messages, so I'm going to just see what comes through here. This one. And I'll look in the guidebook to see what it says. This is number 20, and what I feel right away, this is the High Priestess, the medicine man, the medicine woman coming to life, riding to freedom through the inner journey, riding to freedom, reclaiming personal power, and knowing that that's all they want me to say, claiming personal power, riding to freedom, your own medicine, uncovering your own medicine. Let's see what the guidebook says. I don't even know what deck this is. I think this is called the Native American Oracle. It's a couple decks mixed, so this is the one that came out, and let's see what this is. It's one of the gods, I believe. Okay, so Tirawa and the cosmic buffalo. Fulfillment. We are here to walk the path of fulfillment, the path of joy, the path of peace, the path of empowerment. Joyful co-creation. This chemtrail. Gonna get my singing bowl out when I'm done here. So it says, Tirawa is the god of the heavens, the creator of the world, and the guardian of the cosmic buffalo. Each buffalo's hooves is part of the cadence of the 4 eras, moving until it is completely consumed. When the last hoof is consumed, the world will enter a phase of destruction from which will rise again only with buffalo's rebirth. This is where we are. This is where we are. Everything is crumbling. Anything that is not based on truth and integrity is crumbling. And trust me, everything is not as it seems currently. I do feel that we are in, collectively, there are a lot of people who by spring will have a completely different understanding. And this is going to require healing. Okay? This is the life cycle and the reminder that there is a proper time for everything perfect. Periods of lack are followed by times of abundance. And so the message is, if things are not how you'd like, remember the natural cycles of life will bring about change. Everything is born, grows, dies, and thus attaining fulfillment. Keywords: fulfillment, completion, cycles, rebirth, a time of endings and beginnings, a time of power, endings and beginnings. And then it says time, the ending or conclusion of a situation or season. So this is where we are. We're wrapping things up. Things have already been wrapped up, and now there's just, it's like, it is a catch-up time here on earth, catch-up, clearing, and we're doing it. And so be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, offer yourself love, smile at those you meet in the street, because even if they have if they're covered up, they can see your beautiful smile, and that may give them hope. So Anyways, beautiful souls, that is all I feel guided to say. I'm going to take this in and upload it, and then I'm going to go for a walk with my little dog and my boy. So, for those who may be interested in working one-on-one with me or receiving healing or guidance and support, I am offering soul messages for $88. Link can be found down below. Also, intuitive energy sessions, I believe they are 111, as well as here are the crows going crazy now. Yearly readings. I'm still taking yearly readings for the next 6 days. I'm booking those. So if you'd like to have your own personal 2021 intuitive energy forecast month by month, a minimum of 12 videos, again, you can find a link in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here now. Thank you for sharing your beautiful heart. Know that, we've got this, and that light wins, and all that's required of you at this time is to take care of your beautiful self so that you can shine like you never have before. Not that you haven't shone, because you have. Now, though, your shine is going to be absolutely brilliant on the other side of this. Ah, so beautiful, friends and family. I see you, I feel you, I love you, I thank you for your presence here now. Give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and of course, like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, take good care of yourself.